Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the final of the mixed pairs of the state championships 2022-2023, brought to you by Destination Wollongong. We press play. We are once again at Victory Sports. And this final should be a beauty, considering what we've seen in the semis and the quarters. We have for you, on the left-hand side of the board, Ann Johns and Mason Lewis from Engadine. Ann Johns very familiar with this green and this... even this rink. She's been in a few finals. And Zoe Nichols and Brendan Stokes. Zoe Nichols still a junior till November in New South Wales. And Brendan Stokes, an under-25 player, has, by all reports, come through, had a little break from Raymond Terrace, came back and playing beautifully right now. Ian Lean was with us in the semi-final just about 45 minutes ago, told us all about it. And we're very glad to be here once again. And sitting in the chair next to me, as he has for the last 13 days of remarkable competition, the indomitable Mr. Andrew Lynn.
Thank you, Ben. Fantastic effort from Zoe and Brendan to get through to the final. Brendan performed admirably as a member of Edelong in Zone 15 in the State Junior Championships for 2021 season that we completed just a little while ago. Teamed up with Bailey Meddy to win the pairs and fours. And we're about to press play on this final here in Wollongong. First end underway.
First end is underway. I'll jump across to the head end. Zoe has been playing about three-quarter length. Beautifully, actually, by the way. Led really well last time. Was really proud of her efforts. All right. Fiona Keogh.
Start.
Yeah, that's it. People here already. And once again, that wide hand catching Zoe off guard a little bit. It is very wide.
Well, Sean was also out and gave the green a bit of a roll at lunchtime, so might have just eked a little more speed out of it. Not a bad starter from the Moz.
Megan Jones asking, did Zoe have Mentos in the break? And good luck, Raymond Terrace. Yes, Megan, definitely. In fact, had them the last game and in the semi-final, and was the last thing that happened in that last game where she cracked open a little packet and found an orange Mentos there. Was disappointed that wasn't pink. Yeah, good correction there by Zoe. So this is a 3-bowl pairs, 18 ends, mixed pairs game. We do respot the jack, so no dead ends.
Look, if you're looking to install a favourite in this game, you'd probably have to take the Engadine pair. Mason, of course, will be at Warilla on Friday, as will Anne, playing in the Keno New South Wales Blues. Yeah. So Mason leading up to the stateside, Anne playing third in the women's stateside. So slightly better credentialed players and probably deserve to go in with a little bit of favouritism. However, we all know that the game's not won on the paper, it's one on the scorecard for what you actually do on the green.
That's it. Look, Zoe's no slouch either, by the way. New South Wales junior blue. So knows where they come from and knows how to put a bowl down, and pretty wise in the head as well. And judging by the last game that that Chops played is his nickname. He's no slouch at running or sitting next to a jack either. So I've just posted the YouTube link into the comments. Once again, don't click on anything that's not us. If we don't post it, it's not a link from us. I have tried to restrict that, but sometimes doesn't quite work. And don't pay for anything on this link. It's not what we don't charge for the stream, and we have no plans to do so. So don't pay. They're just trying to scam you. So not a bad start by the Leeds there. 2 shots to Engadine straight away though.
So from the 864 competitors we started out with anticipating in the state championships, we're down to 4. The very last game.
Sorry, what number was that? 820 odd.
864, I think it was.
864. Wow, that's a lot of people. Well done, everyone, getting behind this. Mixed pairs is a great format. And this wasn't done by some of the questions we have been getting asked. This wasn't done on by zones. They didn't have to win through on their zone. They just had to win through
a qualifying
game, and that's why sometimes we had a couple of clubs
represented. Well, look, we had 32 qualifiers. They were allocated out by the number of entries in each area, and there was at least one qualifier allocated to each area, and then the rest were eked out amongst those who, based on the number of entries, so that was roughly the same qualification path for everybody. And I say roughly, it works out that there might have been 1 in 8 in one area and 1 in 9.2 in another. It's pretty close. We might have been slightly generous to one of the smaller areas and slightly less generous to one of the big, but
volume up high, but still not loud. I can probably fix that. Is anyone else seeing that problem?
You probably just slide the audio one up a fraction.
Yeah, that might be good. What do you reckon now, Denny?
My voice might also be worn out after this week.
After 13 days of this, yeah. Not kidding.
Well, I've had a couple of games off while trying to catch up on the other bits and pieces in the background.
Yeah, we've got a test series coming up this week. And you've got all that work to do, mapping all the...
I've done that one. I've done the test series draws. They're available in Bowls Link. We've got all the details to put the players in from West Australia. No, from Victoria.
Well done. Job's just running through again. Has the grass really well, but I think he ran through a bit. The Moz just running around with the magic fingers to see if it's 1, 2 or 3.
Yeah, and I think I like the call from Moz. Backhand draw for Ann, down to their own bowls. You're not looking to move the jack at all. You're just looking to sit in and make another counter. Because we are coming to you live from Victory Sports, the home of the Victory Falcons.
As you can see up in the top right of the screen there, a pretty really flash club. The G's have looked after us well this week. We've this fortnight, we've really enjoyed being here. And Moz jumping in. That's an effective shot. Moving jack may not have helped, though.
Of course, if you want to find out more about where we're coming from, the area cradled between the escarpment and the sea, that is Wollongong City, jump on the website, visit wollongong.com.au. The Destination Wollongong site will have plenty of information about things to do, places to stay, maybe even where to go and have a little bite to eat. That's a big start. It's a quadruple. Well, 18 end of pairs. 4's not tragic, but it's a great start for Engadine.
That's it. If you're going to drop a score, you want to do it on the first end.
And probably a little harsh to drop a 4 so quickly.
No, it's a 3, I think, by the way. We do have a scorer this time. Rusty's sitting down there next to the scoreboard, and 3 it is.
Oh, it's just a little bit better for them.
That's it. It's still a multiple, but a better one for the Raymond Terrace. Good start, Moz.
Check one.
We just noticed a noise coming through one of the headsets here, and it turns out that one of them's working, even though it's turned off, which is a bit unusual, but that's okay. Jackie Elrod, thanks to Boston Smiles and each venue for the series. Yeah, look, the club's done so well, led by Kay Moran and Paul, the general manager. We're very impressed by Figgy Sports, the biggest carnival they've ever held. And the staff here and their volunteers have been magnificent, so I can't speak more highly of Victory Sports at all. This runs so smoothly all week. We've been very happy to be able to bring all the live streaming to you as it's coming through and bring the game to the masses. So both players just getting a little bit tricked by the width there and cutting across. I think Mason's even got one right back on the ditch. I would have said this was short, but it's probably not. So Lanny just coming in to grab his hat. He said the players were complaining about the glare off his forehead. So fair enough too. Well, I can tell you Meso's got the best opener there, but it's not a great start. I can show you this is the conditions at the moment. That's the wind again. It shifted once again. It's now coming from, when I go back to the live screen, coming from left to right, from the top left corner to the bottom right-hand corner of the screen now. They may have just caught the players out a little bit on that one, but yeah, the leads have not. They wouldn't be happy with that. Mason holding one, but it's not a great head.
There will be some very excited people, though, in Engadine. That's on the big screen at the club.
Without a doubt.
I've seen the Facebook share.
Oh, you have?
Yes,
excellent.
so they're telling people to get down to the club and watch it up there if they're not already here at Fig Tree Sports.
In that case, hello to everyone at Engadine. Watching on from there, your team's done very well to get here, and Ann Johns once again, I don't know, deserves some kind of statue out the front at this point. She's done very, very well. Listening there, by the way, her ball went through it with a little feather on the jack as it shot all the way through. But look, no one's got the line yet, that side.
Yeah, well, they both play the semi-finals either side of this rink. Sean did give it a decent roll at lunchtime, so would have just picked up a little bit of speed.
Just perfect, Anne. Well done.
I think that's a couple. Because we do also thank Taraji Park Bowls and Recreation Club and Wiseman Park Wollongong City, our other two host clubs without whom we wouldn't have been able to conduct this event, and
absolutely right,
who have both done an absolutely massive job. Thank you to all the staff, board and volunteers at the two other clubs. Nothing but good reports about the organisation and the quality of the greens at all three venues.
Absolutely agree with that. They are getting great feedback here from everywhere. So well done to the Wollongong clubs. You've really shown off your region. We've had some people through over the last 2 weeks. A lot of competitors, spectators, families, everyone, and loved having everyone here. Look, and Jimmy Johns here running in and just trying to beat Zoe on the left there, and has a lot of work to do here now for Brendan.
Really needs this to get right back down to the jack and not scoot through. Little touch on the shot's
Touch on
not going to
rest.
hurt.
Good rescue. Well done.
And just not enough
Yeah.
to get shot, but I think it'll only be one.
But look, he'll be happy, and it's a little bit of a confidence boost for him.
And he's just really happy because I've got the scoreboard
He's got the
updater
scoreboard,
open on my
So I've only got
computer.
one job now, and that's the cameras, and so I've only got one thing to break now.
Oh, Matt's still back. Jack's metre and a half off maximum. Matt is up a little bit too, so
Yeah, about the same distance, I'd say.
nice big 3/4 long. I'd count this as a longer end. And Moores, well, he's showing why he's picked as a lead in our stateside, the men's stateside.
Yeah, he's deadly accurate, isn't he?
Zoe will have to play her A game here to keep up with him. Mind you, from what all reports, she's played a couple of good games this morning. Might need that Mentos fuel. Into
Yeah,
her.
that's it. She needs some concentration pills, as they call them, the Mentos.
I'm still reaching for the mouse every time there's a bowl come to rest.
Hey, really?
Well, it looks like he's on a very good line again. That bowl is running on brilliantly.
Oh, geez, he's just got this dialed in already straight away. And Zoe's got to catch up. This is the most important thing. She'll have her mum Deb watching on as well, and hopefully they're not feeling the pressure early, because in this game, as we mentioned quite a bit, 3-bowl pairs, 18 ends and no dead ends. Getting away, if a team gets away from you, it's a really hard prospect to come back. So that's a better bowl, fair correction, and more to come.
Well, Jimmy's just marking out the T. Might need to just press auto push on the scoreboard
Oh, yep.
down the bottom right.
That's better, so that's updating now. Thank you, Andrew. Yep, so sitting around the back on the tee is a good idea. I can't see... I can't see a kill happening actually at the moment, but we'll see what Zoe's done here. Looks like fair grass. I don't think she's got the weight though. Yeah.
Yeah, look, it's 3 reasonable bowls from Zoe. It's just that Mason's really pushed those 2 shot bowls in. One just short, one just past. One at the back, I think he was trying to capture the tee in case there was a kill on. Zoe's short bowls will probably cut that out anyway. And it probably means Mason's home there is even better. Any contact on the shot bowl, probably going to have to be backhand and push it back that way. And I think it's not a bad move playing this backhand. Try and draw in without making a shelf or a guide.
Or what was came around calling it a ledge.
Yep.
I think that's short.
Well, it's certainly not one to use. It's going to block the path in, if anything. So Brendan needs to play a positive draw just to get down to the jack. Chance with a slightly narrow line to work off the shot bowl, but it's just going to be that a bit too tight or a bit too short. One of the two.
Yep.
Probably a little bit of both. Might have needed just another metre, 3/4 of a metre. And just fighting to get back in.
Yeah, on that narrow hand. I don't think it's as hardcore as the ditch side was when we were on rink 22 next, but certainly only just getting late turn. So that's good. Good grass and a good area there by Brandon. Coming in now pretty well. Another rescue shot and falls over. That'll be the shot.
Well, that's a magnificent correction. Added a little bit of both.
Yeah.
And look, I'll guarantee those players cannot hear our comments. There's 2 brick walls between us.
Yeah, a couple of big rolls. We're spinning through vents. I guess I could shut the door to make sure, but no, it doesn't really matter.
If they can't hear us, they shouldn't listen to us. And contact on that shot, Bowles.
Oh,
Well,
just running.
She could have just flicked the edge of that bowl. She had a couple of options open, but I don't think this one should be too adventurous. Pretty much rinse and repeat from the previous bowl. So a reminder, if you started bowling after the 1st of April 2019, your rookies entries are now open. Jump on the Bowls New South Wales website for details. It's bowlsnsw.com.au. Point your mouse at competitions.
Oh, that's too many things.
Well, it's one for the Terrace pair to get off the mark.
I think the only thing I haven't spoken about today is the members' conference coming up in November, which is going to be just an amazing time, a real festival of bowls. 3 days of at Cabravale Diggers, guest speakers, trade show. And AGM and our presentation night as well at the same time. So there'll be talks, keynote addresses from John Eales, updates from Bowls New South Wales and Bowls Australia. So just crossing again.
I think there's a few plans to keep you and I pretty busy over those few days as well.
We're going to live stream the awards night a la the AFL Brownlow or the Dally M. It'd be something. You should be impressed to know what the Dally M is. I am. So just sitting on the tee there, Moz, which is handy because once again, no dead ends. It gets respotted.
Well, actually, very little chance of a dead end in this game.
Yeah, this one, yeah.
There is one possibility of a dead end, is that disturbance by a neutral object or player. Not many sources for that to happen here. Might see a magpie come in and swoop in and take the jack away, maybe. But I have seen it in a World Cup singles match. Booming drive from the next rink, and the players are there going, "Oh, who's got shot? Who's got shot?" Nobody has. 'Cause Jack's just been banged off the rink by a neighbouring rink's drive. So what do? You take your bowls back and start again.
Yeah. Well, there's Moz dropping one straight on. Zoe, maybe the pressure getting to her. This isn't what we saw in the last game. It's a lot more accurate than this. And hoping she can correct. She does have the training to do so. A good coach, lots of encouragement, and there it is. That's the correction that she would have been looking for. Those pink bowls that her mum made her buy with her pink bowls bag, and well done, Zoe.
And look, if the Terrace pair can just pick up, say, 2 of the next 3 ends or 3 of the next 4, I think it'll just really ease the nerves, and they'll be in this with a fighting chance.
Mm-hmm. So Zoe's holding one at the end of that, which is best result in the 3 ends so far for her. Brandon just short and narrow. He'll be disappointed again. He was an absolute dead eye in the first game, and maybe the pressure of the final here really getting to them a little bit, because this is just not like them at all. And John's no such fear there for Jimmy. However, she looks like she's short and narrow as well. No, not short, definitely narrow. Scooting past over to the outside that red line.
Swooped a little more than she expected. The grass line is all that let it down. The weight's actually spectacular.
Leanne Patterson, who won the set of bowls? The answer is, I don't know. Well, here we go.
Don't know yet. I think they've got to do a draw.
That's it. Had that bowl, that wall of bowls there to rest on and fall off of it. He has. So there's 2 shots there now to the Raymond Terrace team. A heavy shot from Ann. That looks narrow as well. These will turn, but it's going to cross in the right spot, and well, just took out one.
Another one back there. Well, do you draw it back because you got one there, or do you cover the back because you haven't got one there? Good choice to make.
Yes.
Count or cover. Ideally, you'd actually finish between the jack and the tee.
I was about to say that. Yeah, just
and count.
Yep. A couple of inches.
Oh, you won't be unhappy to sit on those bowls. Done precisely that. She can have a crack again, but doesn't want to lose her bowl and the other 2 of her Moz's sitting there. Gets them both. They'll be maybe 4 down. A bit stiff, but well, that's one way to get it.
That is one way to get it. And there's Sean the greenkeeper up there having a refreshment, standing on the balcony watching his greens. He's our microphone sets low. No, they're pretty loud at the moment. Set right up, and I'm getting the right indication, so I can't see. If I turn these up.
Yeah, the gain might just a little bit higher. Might be the
yeah, might be it. Tell us now, Phil. Let us know how we're going. Mike Watts from Aberystwyth in Wales, back again.
Not very accused of being too soft. Not very often. Or for not speaking loudly enough. That's a pretty good start from Mason again. Zoe, Brendan doing the little shimmy and dance to get it in.
Yeah, he loves to pump his knees a little bit, which is pretty interesting. So Tim Thorning is watching with us this time.
Oh, Mozzie's, that's a great effort.
Yeah, really close.
And, yep, Brendan, I think that's the right call. Stick on that forehand, play the same again. You get Mozzie's bowl into the jack, you're going to be really stiff. You get your own and turn it over, you're covering it. If you just go past, you've got a great home.